I've been so alone ever since I left the tribe. That's just how it goes, cause I like the lonely vibe.
Yo, what's up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new episode. Before I start with this video, I want to tell you guys why I didn't upload, I think for the last 4 days. But probably you guys can hear that, you guys can see that. I'm sick, I'm still sick. But I did want to make a video for you guys, so sorry if I talk like a little bit monotone I guess. And I look a little bit bad, so sorry for that. But in today's video I will do the flying machine challenge. As you guys can see, I already have 8 wins and I didn't lose a single battle. So in this challenge, it is a draft challenge by the way. So unlock a new rare card. So the flying machine will be a new card. I already unlocked it because at 8 wins, I believe 10 cards, you will get 10 cards. So I already do have the card, but of course I will try to get 12 wins live for you guys. And I will give some tips on drafting. So let's start with this episode. Hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much, because of course I love making videos, but it just wasn't possible. And right now I think it's possible, maybe just not as good as usual. But of course I want to bring content for you guys, and of course like I have to enjoy it myself as well. So I'm feeling a little bit better. So for all the people who will ask that in the comments, I do feel a little bit better. But it's just that I still I just didn't feel good at all and still a little bit sick. So I started off with the furnace, and with the draft challenge, it's really important to take win conditions, to pick win conditions. Even when you have a bunch of win conditions in one deck, you rather have 2 or 3 win conditions instead of 0, otherwise you just automatically lose. Also you need to watch out, like what I do is watch out if I don't give the counter. For example, I take Minion Horde and then my next card is arrows or lock. Maybe some of you guys would take lock, but try to look at that. Like maybe that's a really bad example because everyone would pick the arrows in that example. But maybe with some examples people would pick the wrong card. So try to really think about if I give him this, would he have an advantage in the matchup, or would I have a good advantage, etc, etc. You can also pick counters, of course, like you would give him the Minion Horde and then pick afterwards you will pick the arrows. So try to be smart with drafting. And then I think you should be able to get the 12 wins. I'm not sure how much the challenge costs to re-enter, but with the free try right now, I'm doing the free try. So I think with the free try, most of you guys should be able to get it, especially if you follow those tips. But let's see, looks like we have some sort of a giant control deck. We do have arrows, we have the Night Witch, Furnace, Electro Wizard, Minions as well. He does have Executioner, which is really good. But the flying machine is doing quite a good job at chipping away over there. I'll drop my giant to tank on this side, and then I'll drop minions behind that. So I'll let the giant tank for those. The minions will clean them up, and then afterwards they will actually go for a counter push. Let's keep the pressure up. Let's go with the Electro Wizard as well. I'm sorry guys. So the giant is there, the Electro Wizard and the Fire Spirits will take down the baby dragon. Looks like we will have the tower over there. Let's see if it's needed. No, it's not needed to arrow that. I think we can just drop an Ice Spirit to the side. Let's see. Yeah, that was okay. So we don't take too much damage, only 1 Spirit Goblin, but that's totally fine. We took down his tower. Let's go with another push. He starts again with the Executioner in the back. So let's go with our giant all the way in the back, and then follow it up with the Night Witch and our other support guards. About the flying machine, if you guys like ask or are wondering what I think about it, I think it's interesting. Maybe it could work in some like fireball bait deck, but I don't really see it being used in much meta decks. Like for example, when the Night Witch came out, it basically replaced all the cards. But with the flying machine, maybe in 1 or 2 decks it will be good, but I don't think it will be like super meta or something like that. Maybe to surprise your opponent or anything, but as I said, I don't think it will be super meta. So it looks like this game will be ours. We have 2 Night Witches, we have the Electro Wizard there. He's already giving the good game, so let's arrow his King Tower and let's give him the good game. Well played and a thumbs up. So that was the first game, 9-0. And let's focus a little bit more about the draft right now, because last I just drafted without really telling why I drafted what I drafted. So let's search again for the opponent. Lumberjack or Freeze. So Freeze is in my opinion really bad at tournament standard. Lumberjack can be good behind the tank. So in this situation, arrows or the balloon, and I think arrows or the balloon, I mean Minion Horde or the balloon, but I want to pick a win condition. So balloon, I'll pick Princess and I'll pick Ice Spirit. Princess and Ice Spirit will be really good versus the Minion Horde. And hopefully he gave us a spell. Maybe even he gave, yeah, there you go, he gave us poison. So sorry guys that I'm constantly coughing. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but I'm sorry for doing that. So we start off with the princess, he starts off with a giant. Let's pressure the other lane just to make sure he can't build the super strong push. And we're also cycling back to our, or we're cycling to our lumberjack. I mean, the Hawk Rider is getting 2 hits, I think 4 in total. Let's see, 3, 4, maybe 5. No, 4 hits. We'll ignore the Spirit Goblins on the other lane because I don't think that will deal too much damage. Let's poison the witch in defense and the giant as well. Let's go with a lumberjack. I have archers ready in case he goes with a graveyard, because of course you need to remember like what you give him. For example, I gave him the mean horde. I will not drop my princess at the bridge knowing that he might counter my princess with that. So right here he goes in with the graveyard. I knew that he has the graveyard because I gave it to him. He also has the freeze, so well played on the freeze. I need to drop my princess. Oh wow, he's actually dealing a lot of damage. Definitely well played, but we're still leading with damage. And we have those troops on the field right now. So let's go with a double lane pressure. We have archers on the right side, princess on the right side. And there's his mean horde. I'm thinking about how I want to counter this. I guess I need to take some damage. I'll drop my flying machine to the side. I think the minions should be able yet. So two of the minions target the flying machine, which is good. And then the rest will target the tower. Flying machine with the counter attack. I think, yeah, there you go. He will actually drop a witch. So here we can poison that, hitting the tower, 240 damage, and also hitting the witch. So the witch is gone. And right now, I think he doesn't have too much for our balloon. We didn't show our balloon yet. The balloon is also drafted by us, so it could be a really good surprise attack. Like he used, and he spent 7 elixir. He used his mean horde, he used his witch. I'm not sure what other cards he has. I know he has giant, freeze, and graveyard, so probably his hand right now is quite awkward. Maybe he will defensive freeze it, but the balloon is actually connecting. And maybe he will make a really big push, so we need to have our princess ready for the splash damage. And I'm fine with losing the tower, we just need to watch out. Let's have the archers ready for the graveyard. Okay, so it looks like he's going with a giant mean horde push. That's interesting. We have the princess there. We have, I think I will not defensive poison because that will be overspending, because I know we can lose the tower. And the princess is there anyways, while he actually he offensive freeze there. Trying to get the minions there, I think, in the freeze. So let's go with a Hawk Rider, let's go with a balloon. He has rocket as well for the balloon, but the balloon will still make it to the tower. And I can drop my lumberjack. Wow, the balloon actually got 2 hits and that's already a good game. I think the archer will finish it off. Yeah, there you go, the poison with the archer finished it off. Let's give him the good game. Well played and a thumbs up. I hope my commentary so far is decent to listen to. Hopefully it's not too bad. If it's quite bad, sorry for that, guys. But we're at 10 wins right now, so 15k gold, which is quite nice. I don't have too much gold right now, but 2 more wins to get 12 wins. So let's see. So Spirit Goblins or Fire Spirits. And Fire Spirits can be really good in some situations where you, for example, don't have arrows, they have a minion horde, or you don't have a spell and they have a Goblin Barrel. Let's go for the Electro Wizard. I just really like it on defense. We can go with a poison to like cycle damage, etc. And in this case, I want to pick the Goblin Barrel because I know we don't have the lock and he does have the lock. So maybe we can try to surprise him with the Goblin Barrel knowing he just spent his lock, because I do know he has it. So that's also a really good tip. Like, try to look at the information you gave him and then new information. So eventually you will know like what counters you need to save, what you can expect. So he starts off with Golem. I will go all in other lane. I will go with Miner, Electro Wizard, and Archers. Let's say he goes with a lock or something. It will not kill them. He goes in with a flying machine. That's interesting, but I still think that will be tower. Of course, he has a Golem as well there, but I think it's worth it. And he used his lock as well. So right now we can go like try to counter his Golem. He has no support. And then with these units, we can actually go with a counter push. I'll go with Fire Spirits for his Spirit Goblins. Oh wow, we didn't catch the Spirit Goblins and the Princess. So I'm forced to go with a defensive Miner, and that's quite unfortunate. I think the Witch will actually go down. Oh no, it will not go down, but it will go down to the Golem death damage. And I'm thinking about defending this or not, but I will defend this with the Electro Wizard, because I know the Electro Wizard with the when he spawns with the Zap, he can actually bring down the minions quite low, and then with the 2 target, it will actually be able to counter that, so we don't lose the tower, which is good for us because we're in a good situation right now. Like with this deck, I think we should be able to trick him. I'm not sure if he has lock in cycle again. I think he does, so let's try to trick him with a Goblin Barrel up high and then a Giant in the pocket to tank. So let's see if he actually has. Yeah, there you go. So we tricked him. Oh wow, I drew it too high. So actually 2 Spirit Goblins are locked on the King Tower. But if we take down the right side tower, that's actually good, because then we can go for the yeah, we will actually go for the 3 crowns, guys. The 2 Spirit Goblin or the 2 Step Goblins are actually clutch, stepping away already, and that's 3 crown, I think. Wow, really quick game. Let's give him the good game. Well played and a thumbs up. So that means 1 more win, and so far it's quite easy in this challenge. I think if you like keep those tips I give you like in mind, with picking win conditions and trying to find information. And of course sometimes it's also preference, because right now, for example, Ice Wizard or Princess, my preference is Princess. Princess is one of my favorite cards. I think Elite Barbarians aren't as good. Lightning could give value. And then Ice Spirit or Arches. I think Ice Spirit just because then we have sort of a cycle deck with Princess, Lightning, Princess to get, or Lightning to get damage, Princess in defense. Maybe we have another arrow bait, so his arrows, like he could use it either on the Princess or the other troop he gives us. But let's see, let's give him the thumbs up. There you go, we have the Goblin Barrel, so we sort of have an arrow bait. Maybe he has 2 spells, we never know of course, but we do know he has arrows. So let's start off with the Flying Machine in the back. I don't want to waste my Lumberjack because I don't know what he has. Let's say I drop my Lumberjack here and he goes with an Hawk Rider. Flying Machine DPS isn't as good, so I'll actually let the Flying Machine tank and then I will go with a Goblin Barrel. So there you go, the Flying Machine is... Oh no, it's not tanking. Wow, it's actually out of range. Wow, that's actually really good because it's actually taking down the Goblin hut. I thought I want to let it tank, but wow, he will go with a Bandit. Let's go with a Giant, and this will be a really strong counter push. He spent a lot of elixir over there. So let's go with the Ice Spirit just to make sure we kill that as fast as possible. So the Lumberjack is behind the Giant. The Princess is actually doing clutch on the Archer. And the Lumberjack will go to the Ice Wizard, but I think it will die. But it will rage up the Giant, which is really good. He does have arrows, but I have the Goblin Barrel there. And I have the Princess, and looks like he doesn't have enough elixir. That is Tower. Let's give him the thumbs up. He was crying. And I think we should be able to defend this. I know he has Elite Barbarians, so let's have the cannon ready. And his other cards, I'm not sure about it. He showed, oh, he actually has a Goblin hut. Thinking about, yeah, I will Lightning over here. And then I will drop my cannon for his Hawk Rider. So he does have a good win condition, but we have a good counter for his win condition. So I think this game is already ours. We should be able to like keep in cycle the cannon. And I don't think it's too much of a problem to counter his Elite Barbarians. About his other cards, he has... Ice Wizard, I think he has Arches, and he has arrows, which I gave him. And the other card, I'm not sure if he has any other win condition or something, but I think I would just slowly make a push towards this lane. He has a Battle Ram as well, which I would not see as a win condition, but of course it can deal a lot of damage. Oh wow, this is really well played by him, knowing that I had to counter the Battle Ram, but I still think he spent quite a lot of elixir, and we can make a big push right now. So let's see, he used his arrows, which is good for us, because then the Goblin Barrel can deal a lot of damage. So let's go with a Flying Machine over here. Let's go with Goblin Barrel. And let's go with a Lumberjack in the middle to tank and then rage it up eventually. So knowing he doesn't have arrows in cycle, I wanted to have a tank for the Goblin Barrel. The Giant is still there. I might Lightning eventually here. While the Lumberjack is actually... Let's see, I'm not sure what to drop right now. I will just drop a Princess in the back. I will have my cannon. Ooh, I almost misclicked the cannon. He uses arrows again. So let's go with a Giant in the middle to tank for the barrel. He does have an Ice Wizard there, but the Giant will also go for the other tower. So either way, it's a good Giant because it will actually deal damage. Maybe take down the tower, let's see. Wow, it actually took it down. That's great. I have a Flying Machine over here. I cycle back to my cannon. I will drop my Lumberjack as well. And I think this is a good game. Even if he takes the tower right here, we can easily go for the 3 crowns. He actually used his arrows. Let's go with Goblin Barrel, Ice Spirit to tank, and it's definitely GG. Only 1 second left, so it was GG anyways. But let's give him the good game, well played, and a thumbs up. I'm sorry guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, even though I'm still sick. I hope you guys enjoyed like the gameplay, but also the tips, because I think the tips are quite important to play this challenge. Let's collect the 100 flying machine cards. So I'm not sure what level that is, but 12-0 in the Flying Machine challenge, that's quite good. 11k gold, Flying Machine, Tombstone, Battle Ram. Let's see if we can actually pull off a legendary. Minions, Mortar, Spear Goblins, not a legendary, but wow, 32 Mega Minions, and I'm really happy because of that. As you guys can see, 964 out of the 1000, so almost my second maxed rare. And let's see what the epic Lightning, which isn't bad at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, try to always draft win conditions. Try to always look at like the information. Don't try to give him the best counter to one of your win conditions. For example, you pick Hawk Rider and you give him Tornado or Cannon or something like that. Like, try to be smart with these draft challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for not uploading for a while. And I will try to have consistent uploads again. So definitely smack that like button if you enjoyed the episode. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye guys.